Who's No Name, if he isn't with the Resistance?
No Name is one of the best agents of the state. All in all, nobody knows much about him. He came to Prague only recently from somewhere in former Russia. He has the best training. It's said he's trying to destroy the Resistance at its roots by murdering selected families. But one time he failed. He's said to be terribly angry because of that single failure. And since then, he's been doing his all to erase the Resistance from existence.
So why didn't he kill me?
That's part of his strategy. He saves himself the trouble, just like the Germans during World War II. They forced Jews in the concentration camps to dig graves not only for themselves, but also for their relatives. No Name has improved the method by making his victims do those things voluntarily and gladly. He finds a poor man at a loss and deludes him, saying he's going to help him. He behaves nicely to him and then persuades him he's doing missions for the Resistance. But instead, the victim's working on their own destruction, and in the end, they somehow get a bullet in the head. It's the same story every time.
But he wanted me to find out more about Andorra. In fact, I was searching for information I myself wanted to find.
That suggests even the state doesn't know exactly what Andorra is trying to do. And you happen to fit to its schemes.
So where's the real Resistance? How can a man like me contact it?
He can't. Either the Resistance contacts you, or you're simply out of luck. Most people imagine the Resistance as some organization with large secret meetings and legions of members. But that's not true at all. No member of the Resistance knows more than 2 or 3 others. That's where our power lies.
But the state often reports defeating large attacks from the Resistance. I've seen the places where the fighting took place. There were a number of bodies and remnants of the androids.
Those reports are usually lies. But you're right. There really are some fights from time to time. But that's not the real Resistance. Usually, some people form a group, try to play the Resistance game, and then go to the dogs.
And what do you do then?
Everyone does some mission or task from time to time, but only a few of us really know what it's all for.
And how do you know someone's not manipulating you, too?
We all hope that's not the case. Moreover, several things we did turned out well already. For example, the shifting of the district borders in order to have a good hospital here in the slums.
That was the work of the Resistance? But it was done on the basis of a state's decision, wasn't it?
Yes, exactly. That was how it was supposed to look.
I'm a little bit confused. I need to clarify it a little. So, Andorra has drawings of some device that uses an unknown technology and is very valuable. They asked Petrenko to help them understand it, and he got to the bottom of the technology after some time. He found out it's something dangerous and decided he would rather have himself killed than allow someone to get the technology.
Yes, exactly.
Well, but how does the state fit into all this? What kind of technology could it possibly be that everybody is so interested in?
It's hard to say, but one thing is sure. None of them are going to give up easily. Quietly, everyone in their own way will try to gain it for themselves. The state will use the intelligence service. Andorra will invest in research. And Theolex surely won't just sit aside.
I need to go through it all again. So, Andorra has drawings of some device that uses an unknown technology and is very valuable. They asked Petrenko to help them understand it, and he got to the bottom of the technology after some time. He found out it's something dangerous and decided he would rather have himself killed than allow someone to get the technology.
Yes, exactly.
Well, but how does the state fit into all this? What kind of technology could it possibly be that everybody is so interested in?
It's hard to say, but one thing is sure. None of them are going to give up easily. Quietly, everyone in their own way will try to gain it for themselves. The state will use the intelligence service. Andorra will invest in research. And Theolex surely won't just sit aside.
So, I better go now. But, actually, what am I to do?
I was already starting to think you wouldn't ask. You don't have much to choose from. Either No Name kills you, or you join us, the real Resistance.
That's really not much of a choice.
So, it'll be best if you can return home, get some sleep, and, in the morning, do the task No Name gives you. But you'll bring the documents you find to me, here. After that, you'd better not show up at home anymore. In fact, it would be better if you didn't go anywhere near the gates or to the places where you did something tonight. Someone might recognize you, and that would be a problem. No Name probably won't start looking for you right away. He thinks you trust him. But eventually he will realize you fooled him, and he will want your head.
But he gave me the card. He can use it to trace me up.
Keep it for now, or he could start suspecting you. Tomorrow, I'll give you another.
All right. Well, thank you, I think.
You're welcome. We'll be the ones thanking you if you help us figure out what Andorra is planning and what everyone is after.
Well, it looks like this is the last time I'm sleeping in this apartment. I should enjoy it. I'm here and ready.
Why so unexcited? Bad dreams?
Sort of. Bad dreams about the dirty tricks of Andorra, the state, and things like that.
You'll get used to it. This is a dangerous world we live in.
Yeah, sure. So what do you want me to do now?
As I said last night, we have to find the rest of the documents the building site manager had. I did some research. It's still in his trailer at the building site. There's not going to be anybody there right now, except for some androids, but you can deal with them.
Fine. I can see you're well informed.
The resistance couldn't exist otherwise.
Of course.
Go. And remember the rule. Don't come back empty-handed.
I've never seen it so empty. I wonder why they're still guarding it. The industrial district is generally a pretty isolated area, and this place looks like nobody should ever come again. I can't hang around it too much. It might want to see my card. This must be one of the latest models of police car. Somebody really worries about safety here, and the somebody isn't the state. The state police cars have a slightly different color. I can't steal a police car, but I remember when I was a kid, I used them to shortcut batteries. The light bar would set off if there was a discharge close to it. I don't know if it'll still work. Now I realize how dangerous that game was. I don't know what kind of weed this is, but it must be pretty tough. Handy little twigs. Might be useful. The door has been here for a while, but it looks solid. I can't open it without a key. There are piles of debris like this everywhere around here. Nobody ever worried about cleaning. Sand, debris, some wires. I don't need any of this. Here we go. The key wasn't far. I almost missed it in the mess. It's sort of rusty and falling apart. I'd be surprised if it didn't fit. Just as I thought. It fits. It fits, but I can't turn it. I can't take it out either. I thought this was too easy. I'll try to use force. Damn. The key couldn't support my gentle methods. The key is broken and stuck in the lock. What can I do about it? Waste of time. I'll try to clean up the lock a bit. Here. The key should budge now. This way the key should unlock the door easily. I'm gonna have to sneak around somehow. He mustn't see me. can't get inside this way, but it's definitely empty. There's another one close by him. I have to make sure they don't see me. I can't paralyze it when there's another one close by. It might still work. The EMP gun discharges nicely. If the alarm actually sets off, I'll have to disappear quickly. Whew. Hopefully they didn't see me. Now they're going to be busy up there. I can't go there until they turn the alarm off. Good, it's stiff. Now let's get inside quickly. Now I can see how peculiar the ground plan of the building was. This was never supposed to be finished. This is the first time I've seen the site manager's table from this side. This is the place where the rest of the documents could be. There's many drawers, but only one labeled Endora. Bingo! Now I need to get out of here. There's not much light here, but maybe that's good. The air conditioning is out of order. There's not much light here. I can't get outside this way. There are 2 androids patrolling outside. It looks like the window is the only way to get out of here. This should open. Ah, there's no handle. Rather not. There's no handle, but there's a space between the window and the frame. It has the same kind of latch as an ordinary door. Maybe I can pull it in somehow. Now, let's get out of here, quickly. So, I'm here. No Name sent me for the remainder of the construction documents. I had to pass by some androids, but it turned out well in the end.
Well, you did that fast. Show me the documents. I have to look through it. Wait here. Now, I must admit, it was interesting reading.
Have you found anything out?
Yeah, I found several interesting things. The construction you worked on was, in fact, just an excavation. Endora's searching for a precious element near Prague.
An element?
Yes, radium. It's one of the most powerful radioactive elements, and its world reserves have been almost exhausted. I found out even more, which is even more interesting. Although radium had only been used marginally before the Great War, with the coming of the first android type, it's become a very precious element. That was because it was used as one of the main components of the logic control units in androids. But it wasn't quite an ideal solution. People who came in close contact with those units, for example the maintenance personnel, were dying young of cancer or anemia. Because of that, Another type of control unit was devised, and the radium mines, almost already exhausted, were shut down. But, according to these documents, one reserve still remains. It's here in Prague, and it has been here for a very long time. Germans hid it here before the end of World War II, when they were trying to attain victory by any means possible. But they had no time to use it. I don't know how Andorra found it, but this was the reason they started the construction, which was never meant to be finished. They needed to get the radium reserve without letting anybody know. And they almost managed to do it. But then you started to stick your nose in it.
Wait. But why would Andorra simply mine the radium? It surely has the resources to do that.
Maybe because it would stir yet bigger unrest. You need to mine several tons of uranite or other minerals to obtain a single gram of radium. Andorra didn't just mine it out here, they also nicely packed and prepared it for transport.
But what do they want to do with it? You said it's not being used anymore.
That's something I don't know. But it must be related to the new technology that cost the professor his life. We must find out what Andorra is trying to do. We need a radium sample and some more information.
And where's the radium now?
In the Andorra laboratory in Kolín. It's a town not far east of Prague. You're going on a trip, Richard. Here is your new personal card. Now get moving. I have to inform the Resistance Network. There's gotta be something big behind all this.
All right, I understand. And how do I get to Kolín?
One of our men in a taxi will drive you there. Then he'll wait for you somewhere around there. He'll be back before midnight. Good luck.